Austin city leaders are working to solve an issue over high water billing. So if you're at home thinking, I've had a high water bill, you're not alone on this one. Sparked a whole lot of reaction from people complaining about their bills at City Hall. Mike Cannon from the Austin Monitor is here to talk about what council decided to do and a new plan out there to hopefully help out the 20,000 people who complained last year about high water bills.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Councilmember Troxclair, and she'd been sort of pushing hard on this for a little while, proposed a set of new regulations that would set up this administrative appeals process that would save folks the hassle and the time involved with a hearing to sort of review their bills. So basically, once this stuff is in place, you'll be able to call the water utility or email the water utility. I'm not sure how they're going to set it up.
Okay.
But just, talk directly to somebody there who could get you to a place where you can actually appeal whatever the overage is on your bill.
Okay, and there was some pushback about this from
Mayor Pro Tem Tovo.
Tovo.
Yeah, she had some really interesting points. Ultimately, it was a 10-1 vote, so everybody up there was behind it except for Mayor Pro Tem Tovo, who suggested that perhaps by doing this, just by offering the refunds, they weren't really getting to the bottom of the problem, and that maybe there was something systemic, something in there that they weren't fixing just by sort of. I think she suggested that it was sort of glossing over the problem, which is a really sort of interesting take on it and sort of a courageous one, given the fact that you're talking to people who are clearly frustrated about the fact that the water bills are so high.
Yeah, and so the water company has said that there really wasn't a problem on their end, right?
Yeah.
But people would argue, I'm looking at my bill and it's 2 times, 3 times higher. There clearly is some kind of problem. And
and I think that there's some concern on council that that other than with Mayor Pro Tem Tovo, that they really haven't figured out what exactly is going on here. Yeah. Councilmember Garza made echoed sort of some of Mayor Pro Tem Tovo's comments, but ultimately decided that it was more important to sort of give folks an immediate out rather than while they sort of try to figure out what's going on. Yeah, the water utility, I don't think the water utility hasn't come up with a concrete sort of answer for what's going on. There may not be a concrete answer, but if Mayor Pro Tem Tovo is right, we may just sort of be signing up to refund a whole bunch of money.
A whole lot of money. And did they come up yet with kind of requirements for how you can go about this? I know you explained that, but just as far as, does my water bill have to be this high for me to get a reimbursement? Can I do it multiple times a year?
Yeah, it's a good question. There's a cap on how many times you can do it in a certain length of time, and you won't, I don't think, get all of the overage refunded. I think that there's some requirements, but all of this stuff, the resolution basically instructs City Manager Ott and his team to come back with a set of regulations that will apply going forward, so we still need to see the final results there. So yeah, there's still a little bit to go here, but folks can look forward to some kind of release sometime soon.
Finally, some kind of answers. Mike, thank you for that.